Corey.
And I'm Sharonda.
And this is Until Forever. This is a relationship podcast where we don't claim to be experts or gurus or anything like that. We just want to talk about stuff together in front of y'all to see what happens.
Okay.
How you like that?
Talk about stuff.
Stuff? What's wrong with stuff?
Nothing.
Ain't nothing wrong with stuff. Stuff leads to other stuff, and other stuff can turn into stuff. And eventually become something.
Oh, my goodness.
And what do you do when stuff becomes something?
I don't know.
Will it preach a little bit?
No.
Oh, okay. well, since that won't preach, we'll go ahead and dive right into this week's discussion, this week's talk. We've been trying to be a little more open, a little more real about us, about our relationship, dive a little deeper. I think we've done a good job in the past. I'm not saying we haven't been an open book for whoever is willing to listen. But I think that even in doing that, we can help each other by exploring some things, I think. And whenever you, okay, let's do it like this. Watch this. You ready?
Okay.
You got excited? Did you get ready?
I don't know what.
Okay, it's coming. You're going to be, okay, here it comes. All right. See, maybe not. Every time I go here, she gets mad because maybe I'm sexist. I don't think I'm sexist.
Okay, here we go.
I don't think I'm sexist. I don't.
Here we go.
I'm just a realist. And I think that growing up, little girls are always thinking about marriage. Not always. It's not all the time. But y'all brains is definitely there.
Y'all brains.
Before our brains are there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, y'all get over cooties way before we do. When y'all start like, ooh, it's a handsome boy. We still like, cooties, get away from me. You know, little Juliet try to touch on me. Like we not there.
Touch on you?
We not there. You know, like playing tag. I'm not talking about nasty. What's wrong with you? So, what I'm saying is simply this, that the expectation of marriage starts early in women. It starts really early, way much more early than it does in fellas. When we're ready to settle down, y'all been ready. You didn't have the wedding in mind. You got what it means to be a wife in mind. You've watched people. You've looked at other relationships, and you've got your colors picked out. If it's a location wedding or a church wedding, who gonna marry you? Who gonna be in the wedding? Like, you got all this stuff. Am I lying?
Well, that's because like, you play with dolls and you're playing house and...
Well, G.I. Joe are dolls. And they wasn't marrying each other. They was getting down, son. They was fighting.
Okay. Okay. I mean, you have books. You're reading books, love stories, rom-com movies.
Absolutely. And honestly, I think we grew up in the era where things were still very much geared towards tailoring your life experience towards a certain thing. Yeah, they're making a family. The
Going
woman,
to school.
Well, I think that was new when we was coming up.
Yeah.
Because you were a homemaker and nothing else.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like if you was
generationally.
Yeah. If you was trying to do something.
You weren't really far removed from the expectation to still like get married and have kids.
Man, today's like that was so extreme back then to see a woman like career focused. It was like, what's wrong with you? You don't want to have kids? Why? What's wrong with your back?
Yeah, but like, what's the expectation for a guy? Like to be out here doing whatever he wants and pursuing dreams, and then settle down.
Exactly, and that's not fair. I'm not advocating for men in that arena. I'm simply saying that was how it was. It was so much. It was women, prepare yourself to be took. Fellas, get ready to take. Like that was literally one women's job was to be took, men's job was to take. So to take, you gotta get ready, you gotta prepare yourself, you gotta make money, you gotta do something with your life, you gotta be good at something. Your hands gotta be, you gotta change tires and stuff. Like dudes can't even change tires now. Am I lying?
I don't know. You can, so I'm blessed.
Man, and I found some fellas that couldn't. I couldn't believe it. What you mean? You go, what? You don't know how to change a tire? What is wrong with you? You can't unscrew something? Like it was just I don't know. It was weird for me. So, but definitely we grew up in that. Hey, we're men. There were certain things you had. You had to be able to tie a tie. You had to like it was stuff you had to know how to do as a man. Women were just preparing themselves to be took.
Okay.
So I said all that to say
That's totally not the topic.
no, but that's a good one. I like that one. We was going somewhere with that. But your expectations are set at an early age, very much so for women. When guys, a lot of times we married still trying to figure out what we expecting. We'll get there. We'll get there. So today, what I would love for us to talk about is our expectations.
Oh boy.
But this is a versus thing, right? We're not singing, but this is a versus thing to where like our expectations of each other now versus our expectations of a spouse when we got married.
Okay.
Of ourselves and of the other person. Kick it off.
I'm sorry. Expectations for myself and expectations for my husband.
Yep, I touched your thigh. I got excited.
Oh boy.
I like your thighs.
Thanks. Why am I going first? Why don't you go first?
Ladies first. You was raised to be first and not the last.
You're not ready.
The head and
He's
not
not
the tail.
ready.
Oh, girl, please. I
He's
stay
not ready.
ready. I
You
stay ready.
What were your expectations?
See, she's not ready. She pull off on me. But just like men supposed to do, I will say the date. So
Oh, thank you. Say the day, hero.
I'm so gonna say you better get some notes ready. All right, so expectations. Me growing up, I had very strong male figures in my life. Very strong male figures. Not so much so emotionally, but very manly men. Like, what's wrong with you? Pick yourself up. What you crying for? Stop being a punk. Get out here and get the work done. Like very much so manly man. And then, of course, we watched them, a very big family. We watched men in our family be served on a regular basis by their women. They sat at the table. Their plates came to them. It was like magic. They didn't have to scoop nothing. It was just
like magic.
Plate just showed up on the table, and they got to eat. I'll need something to drink. They bring a drink. Like it was the expectation that was set for me in my mental imaginations.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt.
Imagination.
Men were supposed to be treated. And because I was young, and because you're a child, and because all you know is what you see, all that I thought was right was for me to be served as if I am the king of the castle, the king of my castle. And especially if we not at home, I better be seen getting served by my wife. That's just expectations. That was my expectation growing up. Mm-hmm. So as I approached marriage and getting serious, mm-hmm. which, let's be real, serious didn't happen until it was time for me to really be serious, because as a man, we very childish and it takes us forever to grow up. But quit looking at them.
I'm gonna look at the camera. That's what I'm supposed to do.
What'd she say? You was looking at them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I touched the thigh again. So I was, girl, you better not be touching me up here on the camera, girl. You better stop me.
Oh my God.
So the expectation was there. Like that was me. That was my expectation. Not only was those expectations the expectations that they were because of traditionalism and all that stuff, but we had a nice shiny church bow wrapped around it, so there were more opportunities for that expectation to be not only met but shown in front of people. So you were constantly like in a position where you got to show your manliness by being a man and by having your wife serve you and in front of people. Like, and you notice it. Now, I watched my grandfather. Man, it was constant. If he sat down and looked over, like my mom she was ready. That was just how it was. So of course, I thought that's how it was supposed to be. And then we got around other people, and I saw other folk doing it too. Like, oh, this is the norm. So my checklist, my expectations for a wife, it started with, got to be able to fix me a sandwich. Gotta be able to. I'm thirsty. I thirst. gotta be able to, like,
Oh my God.
at all times, bro. She gotta be ready. My clothes need to be ironed. Look at these. Look how dirty it is. Like, why ain't you been washing nothing? Why ain't nothing good? Like, that was the expectation.
Your dad didn't wash clothes?
I honestly do not think he did. I've asked my mom. I never seen it.
Never saw him sorting clothes.
My dad went to work. He worked hard. He went to work. He come home. He pooped for a little while. He'll go out and that. We got that in common. He'll go play racquetball or hang out with whoever. He go play spades or something somewhere. He come home. Watch
Dinner
TV.
was ready.
Yeah, dinner is ready. He come home. He eat.
No washing dishes.
Go to bed. Wash dishes. Wash dishes. That was my job. That's why I was so conflicted. Boy, get here watching dishes. Well, I'm a man, though. We together. We supposed to.
Oh my
we
God.
both got the same equipment. I thought Ashley's my sister. She right there. Ask her to do it. Like, I was very. It was confusing. But yeah, that's that was my.
That was your expectation for your
coming
wife.
in. Yes.
What was your expectation for yourself?
It's your turn. We'll get there later.
No, what was you said for
For yourself.
Yes.
Not the future. Okay. So.
Tried to get out of that one.
For myself.
Okay.
No, for
Did
myself.
you get all these expectations for your wife?
I very much so feel like that I am chivalrous.
Chivalrous? Totally not how you say it.
Chivalrousness. The chivalrousness in me is there.
Oh gosh, you and your words.
I don't open the door for you as often as I would like to. Mostly because it's so much. Like, if we at the store, it's hustle bustle, hustle bustle, hustle. If we got the kids and we trying to get stuff done, it's just those are just excuses. Maybe I should try to do better with that. But definitely, we walking up to the door. I'm talking about the car door. Now, I don't be letting you look weird out in public.
No, he opens the door
and
when we go somewhere.
Boom. Expectation. That was me. So so not only that, but my expectation was I need to pay for everything. My expectation was I need to make sure I'm financially sound, financially secure. Did a terrible job at that, but I was expecting it. I was trying. That's what I wanted.
I was expecting it.
That's what I wanted.
Okay.
So that was,
expectations. That's where we are.
That's right, and that's the sad thing about it. I ain't trying to. We need to move. Listen, this is the thing about it. Is those expectations were exemplified. They were shown. I saw them, but they weren't taught.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Teach me, somebody.
Oh goodness. Okay, that's good. Are you done with expectations for
I
yourself?
think I've talked plenty.
You think you've talked plenty?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you have too. So,
Well, you wouldn't talk.
expectations for my
Mm-hmm.
husband before I was married. Stop. Expectations for my husband before we were married. I expected help, and I guess that's because my dad did laundry. My dad probably did laundry more than my mom did laundry.
So it's his fault. He ruined this for me.
My dad did laundry, but like for years, my mom worked nights. So like, we come home, like my dad's we went to private school, so we had wore uniforms. So Sunday night, like my dad's making sure it's 5 shirts clean for each child, 5 jumpers, 5 pairs of pants. Like everything is clean for the week. It's all ironed. It's all ready to go. And then, I don't know, like coming here as a young adult for college and being around your family was totally different than what I saw growing up.
These Negroes do nothing.
Cause like my mom, my dad's father, my paternal grandfather was deceased. He died when I was very young, like a toddler. And so the grandfather figure that I had was only my mom's dad, so my maternal grandfather. And he didn't go to church, but on Sundays he cooked like a huge, big soul food spread every Sunday, when he felt like it. And I mean, we're talking like he's cooking greens, like he's washing them, he's cleaning them, he's cooking them, he's cooking chicken, he's cooking neck bones, he's cooking fried potatoes, pinto beans, so cornbread, like he's cooking that.
Set up for failure.
And so he didn't wash clothes, but he cooked. My grandfather was like what do they call it? Like a alley mechanic or whatever. So like he worked on cars. So I felt like a man should be able to fix things. And I felt like a man should be able to pay for things. But I, at a very young age, definitely using my dolls, my Barbies and everything, playing house in my doll house, because I had a doll house and I had the whole little family, the mom, the dad, the kids. So definitely like had crushes in junior high, high school. You call yourself having a boyfriend and you're not even really dating, not even really ready to date for real. But like you just kind of a picture what it would be like to be married. And then from a church aspect, definitely grew up in the church, and from a church aspect, I always had women telling me, well, you write down what you want in a husband and you pray over it and God will give it to you. It's like a wish list almost. And so I always would say I wanted my husband to be a friend, like my friend, and I wanted to have a big family, and I wanted like 5 kids. We have 3. I wanted 5 kids, and
not too late.
It's definitely, we're good. And so I wanted a big family. I wanted to make money, wanted to travel, and I just wanted to feel secure. I don't know that any of my descriptions it'd be fun if I went downstairs. I do have my old journals. If I went downstairs and found like my old journals where I would write about that, just to see. I should do that like in a little recap. Just to see where they line up. But those are my expectations for my husband. My expectations for myself was I really didn't think about what my role would be. Is that crazy?
Yes.
I really didn't think about what my role would be to have kids and to work. Because I also like had this dream of like working, being a writer. And so I don't really know that I had any expectations for myself other than to follow my dreams while at the same time holding it down as a wife and a mom.
Okay.
But I definitely didn't expect that I would do all of the household chores. I felt like it was like a shared thing. I didn't have that traditionalism in me.
Well, we need to have a talk with your dad.
Oh.
Because I see what happened. All making
My
sense.
dad cooked too. It was not as good as my grandfather's cooking, but he did cook.
You see what happens when you have conversations. You really start to understand your partner and the decisions that you made down through the years. So okay, let's do this. This is funny. Okay, so those were our expectations coming into
marriage, yes.
Growing up and coming into marriage.
Mm-hmm.
We have been married now for 11 years.
Almost 11 and a half years.
It'll be 12 years in November.
Yes.
What are your expectations of me now? This is where it gets... I might have to hit pause.
What are you doing that for?
I'm just saying, it may get a little... I don't know what you finna say. But yeah, what are your expectations of me?
What would I like you to do? Is that what you're asking? Are you asking what I would like you to do?
If that's where you want to start, let's start there. That's fine.
Are we talking about what we do or what we would like the person to do?
Okay,
You say expect.
Let me. What are your expectations?
Your expectations. Let me Google expectations.
Oh my Lord Jesus! What is it that you want to happen? What are you looking for to happen? Google
A strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future. Okay. I would like
Maybe if you washed more dishes growing up.
Excuse me? I definitely washed dishes.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
No,
I did.
You just said your daddy washed.
I said
all
he
the dishes.
washed dishes. I didn't say he washed all the dishes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You welcome. All right, come on.
I expect you to take out the trash when you see it's full.
I do. Y'all know how much trash bags cost? Do you know how much trash bags? I purposely looked for the biggest trash can that still looked like it belonged in the kitchen. That is very difficult to do. The can I wanted is something that need to be outside. But this looks like it belongs. I purposely got the biggest can that looks like it belongs in. Not so I couldn't take the trash out often, but because trash bags
Exactly, so you wouldn't take the trash out often.
expensive. So when I see the bag full, that's a lie. It's not full. Push that stuff down up in there.
Yes, but if I keep pushing and keep stuffing, then you say, why did you fill the bag up this much?
No. Now wait a minute. She will juice.
Oh my gosh, I
She will
should
juice
put
fruit.
a camera up
She will
in
juice.
the kitchen so you guys could see.
Nah, you will juice fruit
Mm-hmm.
and put all them heavy fruit shavings or whatever
Where
that
am I
is
supposed to put it?
in the same trash that's already full. Of course, that's too heavy. You know how heavy shaved fruit?
Okay. So, I expect you to take out the trash when you see it's full, not see it's full, and think you'll take it out later. I expect you to put gas in the car when you see the car's on E, not bring it home and say you get gas in the morning.
I just only did that last week. That was the only time I normally get gas.
I'm giving expectations. That's
You're
all.
right. You're right.
That's all. I expect you to help with household chores, laundry, cleaning, doing things for the kids, running the kids on their errands, planning date nights, providing, planning for our future as a family, leading us spiritually. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Which of those expectations do you feel like I am not doing?
Pretty much just the trash thing. You do help with chores, but sometimes, like tonight, the dirty clothes basket is full in our bathroom.
It is.
But you didn't come in and start a load of laundry. Like, you came in to decompress.
Wait a
Like, you
minute.
sat down.
Is it really full?
Yeah, I just started a load of laundry.
Let me look.
I literally just started a load of laundry before we started recording this. So, I would just like you to be, more, actionable when you see things that need to get done, instead of being like, I know it needs to be done, and I'm going to get to it. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm just going to do it myself.
See,
I don't even wait. Corey does take out the trash, but, if I see it's full, I'm not even going to ask. I'm just going to take it out myself.
so
Unless it's dark outside, because then I'm scared I'll see a raccoon.
so y'all need to help me with this one. Now listen, and I want to know what y'all think for real. What do you think? Who is in the wrong if she says?
I don't want to ask.
No. If she says, "Can you take the trash out?" and I say, "Yes, I will take that trash out," but
Go ahead, be honest. Then what happens?
I'm in the middle of doing something.
Doing what?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Do you know how important it is? You know how important it is for men to be able to decompress at the end of a very challenging,
I'm very aware.
stressful day.
May is mental health awareness.
Oh yes, it is. So if I'm mentally being healthy and I'm sitting there and I'm trying to decompress, and you
By
come
watching
through the
a
house,
show, scanning
you come
TikTok,
through the
or
house.
playing a video
Let me
game.
show you. This is you. This is how
I'm
you roll
doing the
through the
things
house.
that need to get done.
And I'm so confused because it's like, man, you just got off work. You sit your butt down somewhere. We could do this stuff later. You don't have to. And then, so I said, okay, so then I have every intention on taking out that trash.
It takes more than 5 minutes, though.
Every intention of taking out that trash. And then,
oh my goodness.
Next thing you know, I hear this.
I don't have that much.
And I don't. There's
no
nothing
extra have.
There's nothing around me to make trash noises. I don't see anything. But like she's snatching the bag out the trash. You hear the can hitting the floor and stuff, and she's snatching it. She opened the door all hard because she wants me to know
that I'm taking the trash out.
that she's taking the trash out after I've already said I'm going to take the trash out.
And you waited more than 5 minutes to take it out. So let me ask you this. If I said, Caleb, take the trash out, and he waited like you wait, what would you do?
He would be in trouble. Do you know why?
Why?
Because Caleb don't pay no bills. Caleb don't have
But
a job.
what expectation are you teaching him to have?
To pay bills? And to have a job? Before you
what
can
example
decide,
are you showing him?
Before you can decide when you're going to take the trash out.
Oh my goodness.
Other than that, it needs to be when you told to take the trash out. Now, I'm not being combative. I'm not being combative. I'm well aware that my wife has this issue. Let me finish.
I have an issue.
As it was coming out, it was like, wait a minute.
I have an issue.
She has this issue with me where okay.
It's not just with you.
No. This might need to be.
Okay, we can get there later. Expectations.
But look, no, I'm saying we might need to do the back half of this. This is a whole nother episode. But look, so because you have to understand this about us first. We are two totally different people when it comes to how we unwind, right? So I get home, before I tackle other stuff, I need a minute. Like, that's me. Sharonda comes home, and before she can take a minute, she's got to get everything done so that when she takes a minute, she don't have to do nothing else. And I know that about her. And that's really like smart. Like it's incredible. That's great. I don't have that in me. Like, I'm tired. I just need to recharge. I just need like 20, 30 minutes of just nothing.
More than 30 minutes.
Well, that turns into that because the boo-boo, like, I got that from my dad.
My God.
I got to be on the toilet. Like, okay, but anyway. So I'm just saying, that's where these things start colliding, because she's in, she comes home, I'm in, yes, work day over, finally home, time to relax. And she's at work day over, all this stuff need to be done before I can relax. And I think that's where we start bumping heads. So I said all that to say, I'll take the trash out within 5 minutes. Before so
I have it on tape. You can take the trash out within 5 minutes.
But I decide when the clock starts.
Oh my gosh.
No, honestly, I do. I need to do a better job and make a conscious effort. But we out of time. This is good. All right, so we basically got through our expectations going into marriage.
We can share a few minutes for you to share your expectations. Yeah.
I don't know if you.
Okay.
We really don't have time.
Okay. It's gonna be long, huh?
It's because with my notes.
Your notes.
We got. No. Yeah, next episode, we gotta leave you with a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
Next episode,
definitely a cliffhanger.
We're gonna jump into my expectations. Stop looking at them. for her. I need you to make sure that you tune in, like and share, comment, tell us how goofy she is, and then
I'm the goofy one.
so then we can have more content to talk about and different things to comment on. We would love to have conversations with you guys. Oh, we need to. I want to start doing. Okay, we'll talk about that. I want to start bringing people. I want to start.
Guests. Yes, we're planning some guests.
That's the word. So get ready. Stay tuned. But yeah, so cliffhanger. When we come back next week, you're going to hear my expectation of Sharonda, and then we'll dive into our expectations of ourselves within our marriage. So,
all right, guys, thank you for joining us for another episode of Until Forever, and we'll see you next week.
When we turn it off, I'm going to touch both her thighs.
Oh, my goodness.